In this part 6 series of do-it-yourself form web server, we are going to learn how to install and configure SAMBA, which is a file sharing application, and we are going to use SAMBA to be able to upload our website files in the HTML public directory of our Apache web server. So we install SAMBA by typing sudo in our terminal apt install SAMBA, and I will press enter. Then I will supply my password. Then it will read dependencies and tell me if I want to continue, and I will type Y to say yes and press enter, and this will install SAMBA in my machine. And you need to be patient, it takes a while. After it has fetched the SAMBA application online, then it will begin the installation. As you can see, it is almost complete, and therefore in a few it has completed. Now it's just setting up the application, and now it has completely successfully installed our SAMBA in our machine. And therefore when SAMBA is being installed, its files are saved in the etc SAMBA directory, and there is where we are going to. So we'll change directory to cd/etc SAMBA, and I will press enter, and I list the contents of the SAMBA directory. Here we can see there are different files, and I'm interested with the SAMBA smb.conf file, which we are going to use to make changes to our SAMBA application. Basically, we are going to tell it where to upload the files and who can upload, and if we can be able to browse. So that is the information we are going to supply in this smb.config file. So I will type sudo v, and then I will specify the file name, which is smb.conf, and I will press enter, and this is the configuration file. Now I will move to the end of the this file, and down here I will press I to get into edit mode, and I will type square bracket, the opening one, then I will say public web server. This is the name that we are going to give this folder to whoever is going to connect to our SAMBA application. Then I will close with the closing square bracket. I will press enter, put space, comment what the user will see when they connect, and I will say this is the public web server, enter. And also I'm going to specify the path where our SAMBA or our file sharing is going to locate users to upload files, and we want them to upload in the public HTML folder of our Apache web server. So I'll write var www HTML. I will press enter, and I will also enable the browsable option, and I will say yes, such that people who are using the Windows operating system, they can be able to browse the folders. So I will say browsable. I will say yes. Then we are also going to specify the guest option. Guest OK equals yes, and also we are going to specify the read only option to be no, and we are also going to create mask for the folders and the application that for the folders and the files that are going to be uploaded to be able to be read, to be written, and also to be executed. So I will say create mask equals 0754 or 55. So that will work okay with us. So I will press escape to get into out of edit mode, and press full colon W to write, Q to quit, and I will press enter. And therefore we have already made the changes. Now we need to restart the SAMBA application, and therefore I will type sudo system ctl restart smbd.service, and also I'm going to restart the nmbd.service, and I will press enter. In a few moments the services are going to restart. Yes, now it has successfully restarted the services, and therefore I will go to my Windows computer and be able to browse my Ubuntu operating system, predominantly the www.html folder of our Apache web server. So here I'm at my Windows machine, and I will open my Windows Explorer, and here at this PC I will right click and I will say add a network location, and I will click on next, and I will click on next, and here I will type the 2 backslashes, and the IP address for the machine where I set up SAMBA is 192.168.0.33, and here we can see it's named public web server. That's the name that we gave to the application, and therefore I'll select that and click next. And we can name this whatever we want. We will say maybe ubuntu web folder. We can name it that. Then I will click on next, and I say open this network location when I finish. So we'll click finish, and it will open the network location. So here we can see the index and the info file that we created in our previous tutorials, and therefore I'm going to create another new folder. You need permission, so I need to go back to my SAMBA application and be able to change the permissions to be able to upload. So here in my Ubuntu desktop, I will make the changes to the permissions so that we can be able to access and upload the files in our shareable folder. Therefore I will change directory to my home directory, and I will type sudo, then I will change ownership, on, and I will say nobody, full colon, no group, to the var www html directory, and I will press enter, and I will change directory to the var www directory. And here when I list the contents, there is the HTML folder. I also need to change the permissions for that folder, that I can be able to create and any other folders or files. So I will type sudo chmod, and I want it to be recursive. Then I will type 777 the HTML folder. So these permissions apply to the HTML folder. So I will press enter. So they have already taken effect. Now I can be able to go back and upload files to the shareable folder. So here we are at my Windows computer, and therefore I will create a folder. And right now you can see the permissions have enabled me to create a folder, and therefore I will name this the web, and I will also can be able to copy files in this folder. So I will open my libraries folder, and here I've got my website that I created, and I will copy this and come to paste it on the web folder, and I will say paste, and therefore my website has been copied in the HTML folder, in the web folder, and therefore I can test that. And I will open my browser, and I will type 192.168.0.33 / then I will say web, and I will press enter, and that should load my PHP script, and there it is. And if we go back to our Ubuntu server, we will be able to see the files that we uploaded here in the public web server folder, which is the HTML folder of the Apache server. So I will shift. So in my Ubuntu desktop server, if I go to computer, var www html, here there is the web, and here there is the index.php, and when I open my browser still, I can be able to access this PHP script. So my web browser has loaded. So here I will type localhost, / and I will say web, and another trailing slash, and I will press enter, and there you can see it's the same script that has run, giving us the same contents inside the page. So that is how you install and configure SAMBA, and that is how you upload files in the shareable folder using SAMBA. Thank you.